You can now build your AI-powered apps without code, without API keys, and without any complicated setup. In this video, I'll show you how exactly you can do that using Claude's artifacts. They're free to use. I mean, I've got a free account with Claude and I can use that for free. You can create fully working AI apps. So what are artifacts? Artifacts are live code blocks that Claude generates as part of your conversation. When you ask Claude to build something like a chatbot or a calculator, it can instantly create a working app right inside the browser. So no API keys needed, no hosting, no technical setup. Just type your idea and watch it build. So how do I enable artifacts? Shall we try to test it then with something? Yeah, so you create an interactive drum machine. This is, for example, if you go into the Claude artifacts, you'll see these are examples that are given by Claude, and you'd see this is drum machine, this is like join the dots. These are just like little games, draw the perfect circle, and then it gives you a score and so on. There are like so many different use cases that you can just go and play around with. So, and if you do like, for example, something, you can actually customize it and put your own spin on it. So if we were to try that, for example, here, let's go into the account here. So you can see I've got a free account. You go here, artifacts, and then you've got all these use cases that you can use. AI platformer. What is that? And here you can see the prompt that's been used to create this AI platformer. You can simply just like take that, customize it. Let's find another one. This is 3 truths and a hallucination. That could be like just an interactive game, for example, that you can create, whether like you run an education platform or anything, you know, just a game for your kids. This is quizzes, like learning a language and so on. So let's pick one. Okay, these are like games, all different ones. I do like the look of this flashcard, for example. Okay, let's just make something very simple. So if I want to reuse this flashcards template, let's just go and customize it. I want to customize it, for example, to create vocabulary for beginners for my course for professionals who want to learn AI. I want to make it like gamified and I want to make it simple, like blah blah blah. So here what I did is like I just added a few bits to it, like to a twist to the prompt. I put my own spin for it to make it like more colorful, a little bit more interactive, and then it gave me this AI automation vocabulary. So it gives you the progress. For example, this is like a very simple one. Obviously, it's not based on my course. So like I can make it a lot better if I actually make it based on my course with what's included, my examples and stuff. But still, like it's not bad. What is a prompt? And then here it reads what a prompt is and think of it like in a simple way, in a professional way, which is what I asked it to do. This is like a good base for something that I can customize and tailor to my course, and I can just have that added to the course material for people to access, or even just to my blog. So people can just access it and understand a little bit about AI and automation. And here it gave me like different sections, like getting started section, so which is like a very, very simple beginners stuff. What is automation? What is a prompt? And then moving up into building blocks, like when you start automation, what is, for example, a workflow? What is integration? Let's look at that. There we go. And just so on. I think that's pretty good. And then what I can do, like API or integration, I can probably like add sounds, like I can audio to it. So like whenever I click on a flashcard, it gives me like a pretty satisfying sound or something. So you can just customize it however you like. But here we go. You don't need any APIs. So for example, we can try like build a code reviewer, gives feedback on your code style, create a Slack to LinkedIn writer that cleans up internal posts, design a 5 whys tool to help teams solve problems. There's so many ideas. If you can describe it clearly, Claude can probably build it. Iterating and improving. So If you need changes, why this is great, if you need changes, you just ask. So like make the text shorter, switch to dark mode, add a restart button. Claude will update your artifact immediately. Like you don't have to mess up with codes or anything else. The debugging process is also pretty easy. So if something doesn't work, you don't need to panic. You don't need to read error logs. So you just describe the issue like you would to a person. So like it's pretty simple and easy to use. Now, if you want to try a different version of your app, then also that is not a problem, I guess. You go back to any message in the chat, click edit and start a new branch. This lets you experiment with different ideas without losing your original version. The cool thing about this is like if someone else uses it, they pay for their own usage. You don't pay for them to use it. So they pay that the payment comes off their own plan, which is like pretty cool. Artifacts are projects for testing and prototyping, but if you want to go further, like building something you can host, just copy the code into your own editor. Claude can keep helping you there too with debugging improvements or adding new features. Also, you don't really need to pay extra to use artifacts. It's part of your code plan. Once you're happy with your app, you click publish at the top and you'll get a shareable link. Anyone with Claude account can open it, and when they edit it, it creates their own version. Your version stays exactly as you made it. It does not change the version, obviously. I am so looking forward to experimenting a little bit more on this, so I'll let you know how it goes. I'll probably do like a bigger tutorial if I build like a bigger project, but I just wanted to give you an update and ask you guys to go and experiment with it.